Oh.
In fourth there, going to be able to really help with either taking a cut or just late dodge. We'll have to see what he goes for. Regardless, everyone going for the Shroomless, none of them failing as expected of D3 players.
I'm gonna
I'm looking at you, Alpha Casey. Anyway.
Yeah, well.
Regardless, chaining that Mega there in fourth, getting a single Shroom for it. Just trying to break into those top slots, I would have to assume. So getting into second there, Bally's still gone in first for the time being. They're going to need a blue shell or something along those lines to get back into the lead there. Getting a back, thankfully not hitting his own teammate there, just trying to get Callum out of third. Expecting him to maybe have a Shroom or something along those lines to get back up there, and that's exactly what he does. Great time back green from Bally, but he's going to get blued right afterwards.
Dude, what is that?
Unfortunate, but it does get Adlo out, especially with that fireball hitting right there, so he's going to have to get rid of his Shroom for it. Bulbul in pretty... actually, did someone get hit off there? It's pretty hard to tell. It looks like Bally actually... Everyone from IKW choosing to go around.
2, 3, 5.
So Bulbul now in huge spots coming into that. That's really weird. Maybe they're expecting a shock or something. Maybe Bulbul has. We're unsure exactly, but Bulbul with that just getting every single top spot available. It might have been... It's close to top 4 at the very least. With Season in third getting hit out. So this top 2,
Dude,
5...
no fucking way it's hitting you.
Well, actually, Snoopy getting hit out and getting comboed by Adlo too. So really back and forth. IKW now in 2, 3, 4. That last shot could be absolutely devastating on whether team receives it, really. Have to see how it goes. Adlo choosing to shroom into fourth here, trying to break that top 2 out. And that blue shell is going to be big for Bulbul.
They dodged in,
that shock...
dodged in a Mega in like fourth.
Interesting. It looks like a Bulbul shock with getting them into the cut there. That's a really chaotic finish. Depends on who falls cut. Bally fails cut, actually. It's going to be 2, 3, 4 for Bulbul.
Okay, nice.
That is a winning race, and that's going to be enough to seal the deal there.
Just, like,
Really chaotic last race there.
Yeah, kinda all over the place. I wasn't paying the most attention, but man.
We're casting this.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, regardless. Even if Bally didn't fail, I assume that Bulbul would still be ahead regardless, with them being 2, 3, 5 at the very least. So yeah, just Bulbul, after a really rough start to the war, managed to cling onto a few winning, really a string of winning races and getting back into the lead. That 2, 2, 4, 8 is still going to be a winning race. It is going to be enough to pass that threshold and win that first match, even if it is not by the commanding lead that we expected them to have. Still really good.
Look at the Irish, eh? Look at the Irish.
Keep the pen. Is this a penalty or not?
In my eyes, the war was good.
Even if it was fairly shaky.
Yeah, I mean, IKW definitely put up a very good fight. You know, showing some very commanding races early on, so they're not totally out of it.
Absolutely. I guess it's mostly a matter of just getting like the moment they had that Shagas. Alright, thank you, Donald. Thank you, Donald. Alright, yep.
Really useful with Donald.
Yep, that's a Donald moment. If you have anyone to blame for that, you know, call. Anyway, regardless, yeah, after that Shagas Lumberco race, it seems like they were just really not able to get as many dominant races that they had during the first GP, really.
Yeah, it was just kind of a momentum shift from Bulbul after that Shagai Lumberco, which, fair enough.
Just, I mean, it does help when you pull trip shrooms at the start. You're just able to really keep first for the entire race, but that is just how Shagai Lumberco goes.
We don't talk about that.
Nah, it's fine. But regardless, once again, for those that have not followed any other playoff games for one reason or another, any track that was picked during this match 1 cannot be picked for match 2, so we won't be able to see Alpine Peak, we won't be able to see Shagai Lumberco, we won't be able to see any of those tracks, but they will be able to be picked again match 3, and any tracks picked during this match 2, if a match 3 does happen, they won't be picked there. So thankfully, for Clay's eyeballs, we won't have to see Festival Town again, so that's a relief.
Thank you, God.
Regardless, IKW now hosting, though they won't have to do their whole bagger in 7th shtick again, seeing as Alpine Peak won't be able to be picked. Do we think that there will be a big difference there with with a lot of the track picks being gone, will we see Bulbul being a bit more dominant at the start?
I think at the start maybe, but I think it's still gonna be fairly close with how IKW have been playing. I mean, Season and Callum put up very good performances. Not what I was like, I didn't expect that from them. I didn't expect them to play that well. No Flame, but
No,
like,
yeah, no Flame, but we were expecting Bulbul to be way more dominant coming into that match, really. So
yeah.
them being this aggressive without him playing him working out this well is definitely not something we expected, but we're definitely not complaining. It's definitely more of a fireworks show than one would expect out of a D3 final, but once again, not complaining even one bit.
Mhm.
So we'll have to see. Unfortunately, just 4 in a room for now. But yeah, just that first war won by 10 points. I'm still shocked to see that, especially the way it played out too. But yeah, that shock lap 3 on Lakeside is absolutely devastating, as it always is. Just that TS on that ending ramp, just allowing you to take cut for free, just pretty much sealed the deal for Bulbul, allowing them to keep that 2-3-4 going into the last straight, and Bolly failing cut was just the icing of the cake for them, really.
Yeah, for sure.
A 2-3-5 rather, with Bolly failing, but regardless, so yeah, we'll see if Bulbul can keep on this momentum. Who knows? Maybe those first few races were just them not being as warmed up as they should have been, but we'll just have to see how the first few races go. Bulbul, actually, I'm not certain how, like when it comes to track picks, which team had more of them. Let me check.
I'm not sure either.
Let's see that actually. Great, I forgot the command for it. Well, I do believe that Bulbul, especially on the latter half, got more track picks. They got like they got Shy Guy Lumberco, they got Neo Koopa, they got Blissful, they got Color Wonderland, they got Ribbon, they got Lakeside. They got quite a few track picks, so maybe it'll be more IKW favored than we think. We'll have to see how that goes. Regardless, we'll just have to see in the first few races once again. Any track picks that we're expecting here? Because we can't see Lost Fortress, we can't see... unless IKW are feeling really bold to try and challenge Bulbul on that, but I'm not expecting that to happen anytime soon.
I don't really expect anything in particular. I'm not totally familiar with what either of these teams pick. I mean, I know Callum and Season are quite, they're the older players, so maybe I know they drafted Underground Sky, and Callum, that's been Callum's, favorite track or close to it for a while. So maybe that for IKW at some point. Besides that, I'm not totally sure.
Could be interesting to see. I'm not sure if they want Underground Sky with Bolly in first. I'm not sure how confident he is on this track, but we'll have to see.
Oh, if you meant from race 1, then
yeah,
that might change.
From race 1, yeah. But Underground Sky, I could absolutely be seen coming into this match, really, especially if we see like Callum in the top slots. He has been picking this track for a few seasons now, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
I do believe, yeah, it is on their draft, so we'll see it. I was on the wrong tab because I am a goose. Anyway, 8's in room. We're just waiting for the baggers for now. As expected, neither bagger